it's Maria from VERTO. Welcome back to our Her Future in Energy series. It is my great pleasure to welcome to all of you today, Malena Oliveras, Mentor Support Officer, Specialist in Clean Energy from ASA. Hi, Malena.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. Thank you for having me. It's a
Thank you
pleasure
for
to be on
joining
here.
me. So we've just got a couple of discussion points that we'll run through today. I'm really interested to learn more about who you are, what you do, and the amazing programs you are working on. Can you tell us about your current role with ASA as a clean energy specialist and what a typical day looks like for you?
Yeah, sure. So it's a relatively new role just because of the change of contracts that's going on at the moment. So as a clean energy specialist, my role involves mentoring apprentices and employers in the clean energy sector. Typical day looks like conducting workplace visits with apprentices and employers across the whole of Western Australia. I address any challenges, providing mentorship and facilitating skills development to ensure that they feel supported. I also collaborate with the employers just to ensure that the workforce development aligns with industry standards and offer guidance on best practices to create an inclusive workplace for everyone. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Sounds like it's quite a diverse role. What got you into this career path?
So it was very interesting because I didn't really see myself going into this career. So I began as an engagement officer for Apprenticeship Support Australia last year, where I found myself becoming a bit more passionate with empowering individuals to overcome challenges and achieving success in their trades. Um, as an academic kind of background, I did a Bachelor's of Biomedical Science. So I did human biology and neuroscience as well. And then I did a Master's of International Relations. Um, Although both of those degrees were quite diverse, it kind of led me to work in roles that support workforce development and assistant with individuals. So my decision to kind of focus on the clean energy was practically just driven by curiosity and its relevance to sustainability and the opportunity to empower individuals, especially young women in the male dominated industries around. Yeah.
That's fantastic. What an achievement on your part. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you cover quite an extensive footprint across Western Australia. What are the implications of working in remote communities?
So it's quite a diverse answer, I guess. I mean, every person has different interpretations of how they kind of handle these situations or different regions. I've been lucky enough to visit employers and apprentices across kind of Perth Metro, Lancelin, Karratha, Margaret River, which is all the way down south. Um, in remote communities and areas such as the Pilbara, the focus is on bridging kind of the resource gap. So it's by ensuring apprentices have access to training, mentorship, and support, which is very difficult in those remote regions. We aim to kind of create and harvest long-lasting relationships with our clients in these regions, in order to ensure that they are given the best service and assistance required. Some of the implications could be addressing logistical changes and challenges, cultural considerations, and the need for robust communication to ensure that the consistent engagement is there despite the geographic barriers. And sometimes it's also driving to those locations and accessing and seeing the apprentices can be quite difficult and challenging, but we get there in the end.
Definitely have car will travel.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what are some of the challenges you see experienced by young women working in remote communities in male-dominated trades?
So women that often work in these remote communities, they face several challenges. One of the main issues is cultural and gender bias, where traditional attitudes may lead to women's skills being underestimated or undervalued. This can make it difficult to build trust and credibility as well amongst these women. Commonly, we see isolation that comes with remote work as well, limits access to support networks and mentors. And this can be particularly tough for young women who may not have many peers in the similar roles to lean on for advice and encouragement, which is quite hard to receive in these regions. Additionally, I think we see a lot of issues in harassment or bullying in the workplace, whether it's subtle or not. It creates an added layer of stress and can hinder professional development for women. Women in these roles often feel a heightened pressure to prove their competence as well, working harder to demonstrate their value and break stereotypes, which can lead to burnout if it's not managed properly.
So what types of resources are available to help support and empower the apprentices and women facing these challenges and barriers?
So with the Clean Energy Industry Program, we are able to provide comprehensive support to empower apprentices. We often dedicate mentoring to help with personal challenges, employment issues, and career guidance. Apprentices can also participate in career development workshops and access an online community, which has valuable information and networking opportunities. We also provide new energy fact sheets to keep apprentices informed about industry developments and any changes.
Fantastic. And we will share the information flyers and websites to the ASA website after this interview as well. How did you prepare for working in remote communities around cultural awareness?
Especially with diverse cultural backgrounds, I think it was essential to approach the experience with respect, openness, and a commitment to understand the unique dynamics of the communities. Once in the community, I focused on building trust by actively listening to the experiences and needs of the locals. Every community is going to be diverse and different, so you have to be very observant and adapting of their way of life. Showed my respect as well for their culture and ensured my actions were appropriate. I made a conscious effort as well to reflect on my own cultural background and how it might influence my perceptions and behaviors. This kind of self-awareness helped me to approach situations with humility and adaptability as well.
That's fantastic. It sounds like you're making a real difference in these remote communities.
Thank you.
What are the types of services you are delivering to help the clean energy industry in the WA region?
So with Apprenticeship Support Australia, ASA, we provide a variety of support services, including apprentice and employer mentoring, as well as workforce development initiatives. Some of these services might be regular check-ins and mentorship. So we conduct spot checks with the employers and apprentices to offer additional guidance and independent advice, helping to address any potential challenges and ensure successful training outcomes. We offer conduction support as well. So we collaborate with the employers to enhance the conduction processes and delivering on available apprentice support. Sorry, we deliver presentations.
And how does that tie in with the online community you were building, and what is the goal of that community?
So at the moment, it's relatively new, and we've just opened up our community within the past 2 weeks, which is quite exciting in time for Christmas. We're building a vibrant online community specifically for apprentices in the clean energy sector. So it's designed to be a central hub where they can connect with each other, share experiences, access a wealth of resources relevant to their apprenticeship and journey. Our goal in that is to foster collaboration, peer-to-peer mentorship, knowledge sharing, ultimately kind of creating a strong support network that empowers apprentices to thrive in this exciting industry.
Excellent. So in addition to your online peer-to-peer empowerment community, you are involved, well, ASA is involved in the Next Gen Schools program. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that program is?
Yeah, so ASA, we've been a proud partner of the Next Generation Schools program for the past year. We're passionate about inspiring and empowering students to explore the exciting career opportunities within the clean energy sector. We're able to provide interactive workshops and engaging presentations. We showcase the diverse pathways available in sustainable trades by highlighting real-world applications and career possibilities. We encourage young people to kind of envision themselves as well as part of a sustainable and innovative workforce. And I think this partnership also kind of reflects Apprenticeship Support Australia's commitment to nurturing the next generation of skills professionals who will drive the transition to renewable energy solutions.
And while you're focusing on collaborating and nurturing the next generation, what does mentoring look like to you and what makes it effective in your opinion?
So, mentoring, I believe, is about guiding and empowering individuals. So, it's a collaborative relationship where a mentor creates a safe and trusting environment for their mentee. This allows a mentee to feel valued, heard, encourages them to explore their strengths and address areas for growth to achieve their goals. Effective mentoring, I believe, has a very key factor that it relies on tailored support. So we have to recognize that each individual is unique and adapting the approach to suit their specific needs, goals, and circumstances. A personalized approach empowers mentees to grow authentically as well, unlike a one-size-fits-all approach, which can be quite limiting sometimes.
And how do we get more female apprentices and employees into the industry? And what are some of the effective initiatives that you've seen?
I believe that we can increase female participation by promoting a lot more role models, creating female-friendly work environments, and offering targeted scholarships or initiatives. At the moment, we're having women's networking groups and outreach programs like the SALT programs within schools that have been proven effective in attracting and retraining female talent, as well as sometimes even contacting your local employer just regarding if they're wanting to get a few students from the local school around to come in and do kind of an induction to see and expand on that industry.
So how would someone go about accessing information to be part of some of these programs to gain assistance that ASA is offering?
So with some of those, we have our online community that is able to kind of indicate what type of scholarships are out there or what type of SALT programs we're providing in schools. So the online community it's over 300 female in the trade industry that we have at the moment, and they're able to also ask us questions in there on how to receive those resources, and we also send out emails to them and fact sheets.
Fantastic, and that can just be found on the ASA website?
Yes.
Perfect. So what is one piece of advice you could provide to help an apprentice in their journey in the clean energy industry?
I believe you have to stay adaptable and curious. The clean energy industry is rapidly evolving, and a willingness to learn and embrace change is key in order to receive long-term success. We have to build a support network as well, and don't hesitate to seek guidance when needed, really. Assistance is always there.
Yeah, that's very good advice. I do have one more thing that I'm really interested to learn about you. Working in such diverse remote communities, what has been your most memorable moment going into local communities?
The most memorable, I believe, is up when I went to Karratha. Within those remote communities, they're so diverse from each other, and I think it was very eye-opening on kind of how to openly communicate with them, and just the sense of warmth that you receive and appreciation as well, and being able to build on a relationship even though we met just for one day, and we remain that relationship throughout now.
That sounds like such an amazing and rewarding experience for not only yourself, but the communities that you're working within.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for speaking with me today. I can't wait for everyone to hear all about the amazing work that you are doing. And I hope that everyone jumps onto your website and has a look at your online community and find a way to get that they can get involved as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me again. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.